Hey guys, I'm a little bit wired at the moment, and I'm about to go to the gym for the day, so that'll help disperse my energy. But I wanted to get on and share a couple of things with you, and I have done a video on this particular plant and essential oil before, and it's called Lemon Myrtle, and in Australia it grows. It can grow pretty much anywhere as long as you look after it because it doesn't like frost, but yeah, southern Queensland, northern New South Wales, like along that rainforest coastal side of things as well, grows really well around there. But I wanted to share this with you because, yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff going on and going around. And lemon myrtle is a plant that's native for us Australians, and of course it'll grow in other countries. I'm just talking about where I am, but the essential oil can be used for different things, and you can also use the tree as a tea, and yeah, and that helps you with different things as well. But they all work similarly, right? It's just some have a bigger punch than others. So I will jump around a bit with this, right? So apologies in advance. Now, lemon myrtle is the species that I'm talking about is Backhousia citriodora. Backhousia citriodora. This is the one that grows in the rainforest of coastal Queensland from around Brisbane to Mackay and down into New South Wales. It was named after Sir James Backhouse. That's the Backhousia. Conservation status, apparently it's not considered to be at risk in the wild. So this means that you can go get yourself some branches and brew up your tea. If we think about the, and some of you might know this, some of you won't, but the story about the Jolly Swagman and stuff like that, like brewing cups of tea, seems to be a really interesting historic piece that runs through so many different societies. They brew a drink, they're brewing a drink, and it's to drink together or to drink alone. But yeah, I'm going to talk to you at some point about wattle and a certain couple of species of wattle too, and when you brew those drinks, they're very interesting. But let's just leave it at this for now. So back to lemon myrtle, or Backhousia citriodora. So we get the essential oil as a 5 ml bottle, right? And this is potent, super potent. I also use it as a tea. So I get my herbs from Mudbrick Cottage over in Queensland. I'm in Western Australia. Or if I'm short, if I run out and I forget, I use the brand called Fern and Lily. They're really good, right? But this is a small quantity, whereas I can order as much as I like from Mudbrick Cottage. The other thing, but, is that I have friends here in Bustleton where I live, and one of them has a huge lemon myrtle tree. She's been telling me about it every time I see her, and I've just gotten my own alembic, 5 litre copper alembic, has come from Italy, so I'm a bit excited about that as well. But the first absolute that I will use that alembic for will be lemon myrtle when I get hold of some of these branches from my friend, right? Branches and leaves, and it smells amazing. I've been using it already. But the thing is, right, with lemon myrtle, the other reason why I've been using it a fair bit at the moment is I have noticed that I have a few extra skin tags under my arms, right? They're like at the back of my armpit. I've got 1 or 2 there. I also had an extra one just at the front. And skin tags, anything that comes out of your skin is an indication of something happening on the inside of your skin, right? So I know to go digging a little bit further, and it can be things like HPV, human papillomavirus, or whatever they call it, which a lot of the population has or will experience at some point. Remembering that you don't have it forever, you can get rid of these things, henceforth why I'm talking about lemon myrtle. But yeah, so I've been using it a fair bit for that. But the other thing was, a few days ago I started to think about parasites, and I've made note in a small group in the Essential Hive about parasites and how they can, well, when they get into your body, right, the wrong kind of parasites, and they start to run rampant, which they can do at the moment, especially when people have exposed themselves to certain kinds of additional, I want to say, products that have been put into their body read between the lines with that statement, okay? So when you have something extra added in, you don't necessarily know what it does to the balance of things, right? And sometimes it can encourage different things to come join the party. And when you're eating all different kinds of foods that are heavily processed, so when I say processed, it means it's not direct from the source and it's got more than one ingredient, right? Anything that's got more than one ingredient means that something had to be done to put it together. If you make it yourself, great. If you go to a friend's place and they're making it fresh themselves, fantastic. But for the majority of the population, we've begun to live a life where nearly everything we touch and consume is processed unless we're eating fresh fruit and vegetables. So parasites go hand in hand with that as well, okay? And same when we've got our plethora of animals around us. I can't even say pets anymore because all animals will carry this sort of stuff, right? And we're an animal, so we carry it all. And they have a party in your body. And when they get out of control or they're encouraged to increase, they go into your organs. And, you know, scientists don't know everything, and they're starting to discover new stuff all the time, and parasites can get into your brain. And I watched an interesting talk by Barbara O'Neill, and I thought about this myself with my own personal experience. When you look at the organs, and I know that not many people are going to have this experience, and that's fine. I don't encourage you to go try it, but when you look at the organs that have come from a person, and you notice that may not have been what caused the death, right? But you notice that, you notice the pinholes, you notice the other tracks and paths, and it would be insane to think that something would get inside your body and it wouldn't be able to make its way around everything, right? It's just, to me, it's insane because the human body is a whole unit and there's pathways to everything. Anyway, sidetracked. So the reason I got onto the parasite topic was because I started to think it's time for me to do a parasite cleanse. I do them, if I can, I do them once every 3 months when I do a fast or a cleanse of my own. But in the last 6 months, I haven't done that. I've done my own fasting because I've been trialing intermittent fasting and 36-hour fasting, that sort of stuff, working really well, along with the cold showers and ice bathing and things, cold water exposure, let's leave it at that, and increasing exercise, modifying some diet because I was already going pretty good. Anyway, I hadn't done a parasite cleanse. I was looking at my eyes, and that's normally what indicates to me that something else is going on, and my energy levels were shot and I'm exhausted a lot. There's other things going on too around me and energetically that will be contributing to that, but the inside, always go to the inside. So lemon myrtle comes along, right? So the way that I use it is I use the lemon myrtle in my teas, and it's leaf. Some people get that reference. Anyway, I'm trying to open this so I can show you, but not waste it because I want to use it, right? So, tea. It's literally like tea, right? It's leaves. They're dried and they're chopped up. Just gonna leave that right alone. So, you get your lemon myrtle. Now, it's the leaf actually that gives you the smell and where the chemical constituents are that we want to work with and stuff like that as well. But anyway, so what's it good for? It's antifungal, it's antibacterial first and foremost. All plants are. Why? Because they've got to protect themselves anyway. But yeah, antifungal, antibacterial. Lemon myrtle assists with indigestion and it helps you with digestive issues, gastrointestinal in particular. So we know that worms can hang out down there, parasites can hang out down there. Lemon myrtle is something that's safe for you to brew and give to your kids. Encourage them to drink different stuff. Let them make their own teas, yeah, cups of teas. They only got to sip on it during the day. They love having tea parties. Let them do that sort of stuff. Soothes the sore throat, perfect for this time of year. Helps with coughs. And it's got that citrusy smell, right? So it's uplifting. Citriodora is a citrus smell, but it's more intense. For me, it's much more intense than lemon. essential oil and the smell of a lemon or a lime, right? So you get these, you crush the peel. Totally different. It's so fresh. So it's perfect to also then, so skipping from the tea, if we skip across to the essential oil, get some, because it's perfect to make a room spray with it or a cleaner with it, a bench wipe. Okay, you could have some lemon myrtle and some peppermint, because peppermint will help you with the mice, but some lemon myrtle, some peppermint and some water, distilled water. Get witch hazel, if you get vodka, cleaning vodka. I use vinegar in the shower and stuff like that, and in the clothes for fabric softener, but I don't tend to use vinegar on my benches. I use cut lemon, or I use lemon myrtle, peppermint, clove, that sort of stuff, but I'll use like a either water or cleaning vodka in the sprays for the benches. But that helps then to cut down the crap that's on the surface as well. And remember, if you are someone who's eating meat and you cut the meat up, all the little bugs that are inside that, they stay on all the utensils. Because we think of worms, when we think of worms, we think of things that we can see. And you think of the worms on Men in Black, but you think of worms in the veggie garden, or you think of worms that you go fishing with, or you think of worms that tapeworms, all that sort of shit that you can actually see. Sorry, shouldn't swear. But they're in your shit too. But anyway, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is lemon myrtle is amazing, right? It's something that is native to Australia, which means that it's medicine for us, and you can use it. And you want to use the leaf of the plant. If you crush the leaves of lemon myrtle, you will smell that smell, okay? And if you want to get your own alembic, go for it. And then you too can make your own cleaning oils. That's a coffee machine. But if you don't want to go down that track, just get the essential oil. Top uses according to the exotic oil magic book are air purification, cold and flu prevention. So you can diffuse it too, and it will just help. You can put it in an inhaler and it will work that way too. Easy breathing, so you can put it on your chest. Use a carrier oil with this because it is intense. Restful sleep, yeah, I could see that. Antimicrobial house cleaning, we talked about that. It's also great for lice, for head lice. So you could get a drop of lemon myrtle, a drop of tea tree, a drop of lavender, a little bit of carrier oil in a dish, put it on one of those combs, comb through your kids' hair, or just give them a massage with it before they go to school or on the weekends, right? Fantastic for that sort of stuff. Antiseptic, antiviral, mood lifting, and it's a sedative. Funny how that works, eh? I think that's because it helps to soothe your gut. Anything that calms your tummy will help calm your vagus nerve, will help calm your mind. Assist with high and low, so assist with low mood states. Helps with infection. I'll often use it in a wound spray. Anyway, chemical constituents: geraniol, nerol, isogeraniol, isonerol, 6-methyl-5-heptene-2,1. All the chemical names in case you wanted to know what they were, but you don't, so that's cool. For food flavouring use, you can use it too. I have had lemon myrtle scones before. Dressings, you can add it into, you could probably add it into, like people make wattle seed cake instead of poppy seed. You could probably use it as the cream icing, but just a tiny amount, right? So when you're using this, especially the doTERRA one for food use, toothpick, give it a swirl, taste. Another toothpick, give it a swirl, taste. Don't just put a drop in, it'd be way too much. Now, back to the start of my story where I was talking about the skin tags. I use lemon myrtle on skin tags. You can use frankincense as well, but I'll use, or clove, you know, there's a lot of videos that talk about that sort of stuff. Dr. Berg, Eric Berg, is someone that I follow quite a bit. He's a chiropractic doctor and naturopathic doctor maybe? No, that's Dr. Axe. Anyway, Dr. Berg was a chiropractic doctor. He has his own path now, similar to me, wanting to educate and teach people. But he talks about using different things for the skin tags as well, and he talks about apple cider vinegar. I use Lemon Myrtle and I use it neat on the skin tag. The way that I do that is that I put a little bit on my finger and I will put it on the skin tag. I also use Lemon Myrtle as a deodorant, so because it's good for odor, right? So what I will do is I'll put a drop of Lemon Myrtle and a drop of cedarwood, little bit of carrier oil, tiny little bit of carrier oil, rub my hands together, put them underneath my pits. The reason I say and stress this point with the carrier oil is because it feels hot and burny if you put it directly onto your skin. So on the skin tags, yes, neat, direct. On the rest of your skin, if you're going to use it on your face, because it's quite good in terms of tonifying things, use it with a carrier. Okay, if you're cleaning with it, use it in your cleaning solution. Got 2 recipes here for you. One is a hand wash. You need cassia soap. Cassia soap. You can get that from anywhere. It's a liquid. Use some sweet almond, because sweet almond oil will help with your hands. So the recipe is 3 drops of Lemon Myrtle, 2 drops of lime, 3 drops of lemongrass. Very citrusy and aromatic, at the same time antimicrobial, at the same time going to help you with cleaning your hands. Some distilled water, 1 tablespoon of sweet almond oil, 2 tablespoons of cassia soap. That's your soapy bit, liquid and unscented. In an 8 ounce, so 8 ounce I think is like a big glass, schooner glass, pint glass. In a 8 ounce soap dispenser, put the liquid cassia soap first, followed by the essential oils and then the carrier oil. Fill it up with the water and just give it a gentle shake. That's your hand wash. Bathroom sanitizing spray. So this is to clean your tiles and shit like that. 10 drops of Lemon Myrtle, 2 cups of white vinegar, 2 cups of water and 3 orange peels. Now what you want to do is the orange peels and the vinegar, sit them together and let them diffuse for a few days in a jar, and then put them all together in a spray bottle, shake it and use it that way. Okay. Anyway, so that's my video for today. I am a bit scattered because I'm a bit excited about the opportunity to go and check out what I've always seen is the way forward in terms of health centres. And yeah, I'll say more about that another time. In researching for this video, or trying to find your resources basically, because I always like to have the resources there if anyone asks for them, I came across something funny in one of the other alternative books that I've got that talks about male menopause. And it made me think, you know, why can't men experience that sort of stuff like they say women do, right? So it's not just a woman thing. Because men get the foggy brain, they start to not think so well, their libido does start to wane off as well, their body changes, our bodies change. They get that tire around the middle that may increase, all that sort of jazz. Yeah, zinc is our friend, right? Anyway, that's a whole other topic, but that's why I'm fairly scattered today. I've had exciting news about going and exploring the future of what the health system can look like. I'm pretty excited about going and learning more and being with other peers at a different level, and I haven't been around that for a long time, and I like being able to go places where the whole health spectrum is considered, not just east versus west, alternate versus mainstream. I'm excited about being in a place where everything is put together, because it all will work together. So yeah, I'll share more on that when it comes, but today is Lemon Myrtle Day. I've done another video on Lemon Myrtle in the past. I'll put it in the comments, and yeah, go knock yourselves out. If you've got issues and coffee and all that sort of jazz, get some Lemon Myrtle, put it in your diffuser, put it in an inhaler, put it on your hand, inhale it, smell it, feel good, lift yourself up. Yeah, get out there and change the world. All right, see ya.